Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Game Pause Gaming Company. This is my own little corner of the gaming world. Thanks for pulling up and tapping in. While you're there, grab a seat, get comfortable. We're going to get into a few Foeza things. And while you're getting comfortable, if you don't mind hitting that like button, the subscribe button, so you could be up to date on all the new content that I'm going to be producing, quite regularly henceforth. I'm having a little trouble with words right now, but we'll get past it. So I was going through my garage and I came across this car. When you get into the game and you get through the game, you'll get through cars pretty quickly, and you'll find cars in your garage that you don't ever use. And this is one of them right here. This Portofino is a car that I didn't use until quite recently. I won it, I got it somehow, and I didn't use it. Now, first of all, you could tell right now one of the big deals about the car, because it's a drop top. But it's one of those drop tops that doesn't include the disgusting roll cage or roll bars or windows up that the other drop tops in the game have. And the animation for it it's cool. It takes forever, but it's really cool. Look at that. Yeah, that's fire, actually. This is my own design. I tried to go with something like, really clean. And I've become quite a purist of late. I don't tune cars, I don't do engine swaps, and I'm very limited on my drivetrain swaps now. So this car is tuned with the engine it came with and the drivetrain it came with. And I got it up to a pretty decent level. 908 isn't bad. I mean, there might be a couple of things that I'll do to it. I might throw I don't want to throw the wing on it, because that would definitely ruin how I don't know. It might just look weird when the top goes down with the wing on the back. I don't know. And it doesn't need a wing. Let's hit the highway and see what she can really do. I like that. So yeah, I don't do engine swaps anymore, because they're kind of tied into like a few specific engines at the top end, and once you tune them all, and you'll realize that all of your cars have 1,270 horsepower. And you're pretty much just driving the same car with the same sound. And, that kind of takes away from the game for me at the end of the day. Like, I did that. Tuning every car to its fullest capacity and making them all as fast as they can possibly go. But at the end of the day, it's just really the same car. So I like to see what these cars can do with the engines that they've come with, and I've been pleasantly surprised in a lot of situations. This is one of them. I really, really like this car. Like, even though it's not the fastest car in the game, it's one of the most fun. And it also represents my favorite car from Grand Theft Auto. I don't remember what it's called in Grand Theft Auto, but this is my favorite car from that game. I kind of get locked into my routes also. Like, I do marathons so much that I always find myself taking this road right here. Except I never make this right. I come this way because this resembles the race that I created. It's so weird how muscle memory works, and how you get tied into certain things. So this car I really like it. I really like this car a lot. it's approaching one of my favorite cars in the game, to be perfectly honest. It's hardly rear wheel. Good luck trying to get this thing to drift properly. I mean, you can get it to go sideways. Don't get it twisted, but it's not a drifter. One of the most fun things for me is also catching myself after I've made a mistake. Like good recoveries and good saves. There's nothing really like it in a game. You know, you think you've lost it, you hit a corner, you know, you lose some traction, and then you catch it back, and your tuning saved you, and it's just a really good feeling, you know? Oh, the sun is coming out. We get a better look at this car. Let's fix it. Let's fix it. And now let's check it out. What do you think? What do you think of the design? I tried to go for elegant and clean, and this is what I came up with. I felt like that pillar in the back. I think that's the C pillar. I felt like that pillar was lacking. It needed help. It needed a little visual aid. Every design that I make from now on is going to have my signature on it. Chase racing. That's just tapping the brake right there. This car isn't a drag racer, but I really like it, man. Like, as you can see, I can't put it away. All my purist cars go into my favorites now. I throw my purist cars into my favorites, and yeah, let's add that one to favorites. And let's actually go to favorites and see what I got up in there. So I did a series where I tuned every car under 30 grand to see what the best one is. And I had meant to come out with a video. If you're watching now, I can give you the spoiler. It's this car right here. It's this car. This car won. Second place was this Mitsubishi Eclipse. Third place was this GTO. Very, very good cars, man. This Firebird is great. This Impreza is great. This Monaro is fast, but good luck turning. This Volvo, amazing. Like, there's a lot of cars, and they're all tuned purist. Regular engine, factory drivetrain. They're all purist. And you'd be surprised, there's a couple of front wheel drives. Like this Corsa, really, really good. So there's quite a few cars in here that, matter of fact, let's jump in the Beamer. I told you it's the best. Let's jump in it and I'll show you why. It's great. This is the regular M5 engine. Man, I like this car a lot too. This is indeed one of my favorite cars in the game. Did you see the clutch pop? I did a clutch pop right there. So right now, see, no. So you get low RPMs, right? No launch control. So I start off from a dig, and see how I had no torque coming up in the rev range. Now we try it again, and I'm gonna clutch pop around 4,000 RPM. Or 3,000. See how it jumped to 5? Yeah, that's a clutch pop. You could get a car to drift by clutch popping. Okay, now again, this isn't the fastest car in the game. But among the group of cars under 30 grand, fully tuned with its own engine and drivetrain, this is probably the second or third fastest of the bunch. I believe the Monaro is the fastest, but this one is up there. And it's no slouch. I mean, he's definitely gapping me, but he's not walking me. If this were a race and they had turns, driving skills might be an equalizer, might level the playing field, depending on whether or not I am better than him as a driver. I'm not saying I am or not, because pretty much just saw him take a straight line. But if I am, that could be the equalizer between a good car and a bad car. Or that, right. So if my car is good and I'm a better driver, that could be the difference. If his car isn't properly tuned and he is not as good of a driver. Let's see how it hits the jump. It's actually not really about the jump, is it? It's more about the landing. Yep, and that was a terrible one. That was the same Corvette, wasn't it? And sometimes you just don't want to be embarrassed, right? So you get into a faster car. Let's go performance class. Let's see what else we got up in here. Oh, there was this. There's also a Ferrari that I just discovered. Not this super fast. It looks exactly like the super fast. Here it is, the F12 TDF. My goodness. My goodness. Also, rear wheel drive. And this one I kept in factory color. So this is probably as purest as it gets, well, with the exception of the rims. But I did make the rims look relatively purist. So this car right here, good luck handling it. This is an animal. Proceed with caution when playing with the wild animals. And don't feed the wild animals unless you're prepared to continue to feed them. And this car eats other cars. You've got to feed it cars. When I blow past a car, it gets satiated. He feels good. My goodness, I love this car, man. And I had no idea what exactly this video was gonna turn into, but I guess it's gonna be my top 5 newest cars. How about that? Top 5 newest cars, because this one right here is immaculate, man. Now again, it is an animal in the turn, so you really gotta buckle down, grab that wheel, and just hold on for dear life, because this thing, see that? She wants to dance. She's always ready for a 2-step, but she stops on a dime too. Look at that. And she's pretty. A Ferrari with the engine in the front, if I'm not mistaken. 4-speed, by the way. 4-wheel steering. So this doesn't have an upgraded suspension, so it's not as low as it could be, but That four-wheel steering, boy. Look at that, 360s all day. Yeah, you gotta love this thing, man. With 4 speeds, man. It's still, my goodness. Look at that. Yeah, boy. This'll get away from you. This will get away from you. I mean, you could throw a four-wheel drive on it if you want, but I don't recommend it. So let's see, what else did I discover recently? There's quite a few of them. Yeah, actually, this Valhalla. I got back into this Valhalla the other day, and I remember I haven't driven it in a long time, so when I did jump back into it, it had one of my old tunes. Whoops. So I had to upgrade the tuning so it's more in line with my current driving style. Like, it doesn't seem like it's accelerating fast, but those numbers are going up pretty quick. And it's planted. This car is surgical. Like, the micro adjustments that you can make are insane. And then you could, like, this is one of the best handling cars in the game, quite easily. Like, you could really have this dialed in. Oh man, I had 2 more gears to go. I could have stopped. Let's see how it handles these turns. Since you've seen these turns already in this video, let's see how this one handles it. Look at that, man. Slowing down is hardly necessary. This car does not want to dance. This car wants to stay straight, and she wants to be a good girl. So if you ever see it going off the road, it's definitely a skill issue. And this car kind of erases a lot of skill issues. Not the easiest car to get, I don't think. I don't think it's in the auto show, I'm not sure. Underrated, I think, in my opinion. You will get smoked in this car. You'll be huffing. You'll definitely be huffing exhaust fumes if you're chasing down this car. So let's pick one more for this video. Was that 5? What did I ask? You know what? You know what? Yeah, this right here, this Audi TT is a certain sleeper. Yeah, it's a certain sleeper. First of all, I love the design on this, if I do say so myself. Custom color. I mean, I'm sure you can make it yourself, but you've got to tweak it. And it's also Damascus. If you look closely, you could see the Damascus. Oh, maybe you can't. Not in the rain. Let's make it clear. Clear and dry. Okay, I don't want to exit photo mode yet, but I do want to, yeah, there you go. See the Damascus? That is, yeah, that's nice. That's a subtle thing that you won't really notice. Like at first glance, you got to really be looking at the car. But I like that also. I think that if people did know about that subtle detail, this design would have gotten a lot more downloads than it actually got. Because again, it is a custom color. Also, you can tweak the color. You could find it, I'm sure, but there are billions of possibilities when you consider the range of numbers you're allowed to choose for colors and saturation and brightness. So this is an older tune because I see it's got 10 speeds. I don't do 10 speeds in my cars anymore. While 10 speed is better for acceleration in most cases, it does tank your top speed and your mid-range. You're far better off in a 6 or 7 speed transmission. They're usually the best ones. And in rare occasions, a 4 or an 8 would be the best one for the car. But it's always best to check those green lines when you tune your cars, man. All right, one more. Just to make sure I definitely got 5. So if this isn't 5, you're getting a bonus. And I did a video on that. I would have picked this instantly for this, but I did a video on this car, and man, oh man, that's one of the best drift cars in the game. Let's go through this really quick. This is another good one. This one has also 4-wheel steering, which is rather impressive. Okay, I know it's not a Volkswagen. It's not a Universal. It's not Optima. It's not TR. I think it's a Toyota. Could be a Toyota. I did find a Toyota recently that was really, really good. I mean, there's so many cars that I've been playing with this week, man, that it was definitely, oh, there we go. Let's make this one the final one. This one right here. The other Taycan became a joke. It's also a very good car, but it became a joke. This one right here, another 4-wheel steering car. It's a little bouncy, right? Like you see it dipping and diving in the front and the back, but okay, let's take a different way. Like just like that, already up to 200 miles an hour. Look at this. And then the gearing, let's just jump back down to the gear you were in. Look at this. Look at this. And because the suspension isn't the best, it does have the 4-wheel steering, but because you have to use the factory suspension to get that benefit, it does lose a little bit as far as traction is concerned. Traction. because not necessarily handling. It is mostly traction that gets compromised. Because it does still handle, it still will turn, but you could slip easier. Now, yeah. Like, it was really hard for me to avoid the slip just now, but this car is a quiet sleeper. Very fast. Deceptively fast. Like, you'll be going top speed before you even realize it in this car. Look at that. And then that downshift to first. It's 2 speeds, but that downshift to first is impressive. And you guys know how I feel about electric cars and their drifting abilities. This one might be a certain contender. Because, to be fair, I didn't even really test this car. And I wonder how it would drift without the benefit of the 4-wheel drive. Or with the benefit of the 4-wheel drive, because it seems to be doing fine now. Maybe with some drift tires, I can get more angle out of it. But that's it. That's all I got for you. Those are the 5 or 6 best new cars that I discovered. Well, they're not new, but I rediscovered them this week, and I'm going to be playing with a lot of them. In particular, that Ferrari, man. That thing is great. Oh yeah, and that's how you go through the woods without hitting a tree. I thought the cars were glued to the trees, man. Like, they were attracted by like some magnetic action that it's impossible to avoid a tree, but it's really not. You could avoid them. You just got to drive around them, literally drive around the trees. They're not hard to avoid at all. And like, if you look at the tops, you could tell where the trees are actually going to be in a cluster or a group of trees. Okay, last tip. All right, so if you look at the top, I could go straight through right here with no problem. Just a little bit to the left, straight through, no problem. See that? You got to look at the tops to find your way through. But yeah, that's the last tip I got for you guys. Thanks for pulling up to GamePause Gaming Company. And if you want to get down with the company, you guys know how to do it. Do those YouTube things, man. Click those little parts of your screen or your mouse or your buttons and your keyboards and or your controllers or whatever you're watching on, you know? And help GamePause out. Anyway, later.